Today we'll go over how to build a successful app company by providing a brief education in app sales. The first thing to know is that there are many tools available for use. These are just a few. The expansive help desk, mobileappco.desk.com, is where you can find the answer to almost any question you might have just by doing a simple search of some keywords. There are also several recorded tutorials covering various points of interest that can be found at vimeo.com/mobileapp. Another tool provided are the preview apps. These will come in handy when giving sales presentations, allowing you to demo apps in front of prospective clients. Now we'll go over some general sales tips. The most important thing is to know what you're selling before reaching out to anyone. Get to know the product well by using the platform yourself. You should create a sample app that can be used for your reference at any point in time. Once you've established what the product can do, the next step is to discover what types of SMBs will benefit from it the most. You will quickly learn that many of the features are aimed towards service industries such as bars, restaurants, spas, and salons. Pick a segment and go after it. Always remember that sales is a numbers game. The more calls you make and emails you send, the more appointments you will set. Build a professional presence for yourself by carrying business cards and other various marketing materials. A website is also extremely important. Relationship selling is all about building a friendship with your prospects. Once you've built that relationship, shown you care, and earned their trust, you are on the road to making them a customer and turning them into both repeat buyers as well as spokespeople for your company. Small businesses make an excellent target market. After all, there are millions of them and they have tremendous needs, especially if they want to grow. The best part is, if you can help a small business operate more smoothly, efficiently, or cost-effectively, you've probably got a customer for life. You need to explain how your offering brings real benefits to customers today. Be specific about the value you're offering, and they won't have to wonder what they'll get in exchange for their money. They'll see exactly how today's expense will very soon lead to returns that far outweigh it. If they see that, you've pretty much got a sale locked down. Small business owners are often being pulled in many directions. With a full load of responsibilities and too little help, the last thing they need is another project or headache. For that reason, when you attempt to sell them your offering, make sure that they understand how you're going to make the process as smooth as possible. Let them know that you'll handle all transition issues, your support will be available at all times, and that you won't rest until they're up and running well. That way, they can relax and rely on you and your team to handle any difficulties. Selling is great, but upselling is one of the most cost-effective revenue-generating forces out there. In order to upsell successfully, your company needs to deliver on its promises. That way, when you want to expand the relationship, your customer will be happy and receptive and more likely to buy again from you. Selling isn't always a single meeting process. In fact, most sales are closed over a number of meetings or calls. For this reason, it's important to follow up with your prospects over time. They may actually be interested in using your services, but might just be busy. Keep yourself top of mind by following up regularly. You might also hear more honest objections on second and third attempts, which can help you overcome them and refine your sales pitch for future prospects. This brings us to our next topic of how to handle objections. This year, mobile internet traffic exceeded desktop traffic. Not surprisingly, people don't like rolling computer towers behind them on little carts when they're out and about, so mobile devices have become the computers of choice for people that are on the go. What has surprised people, however, is that people actually continue to use mobile devices once they get home. Chalk it up to familiarity, convenience, the fact that you don't have to share them, whatever you like. But the fact is, mobile is more important than desktop. If your small business website isn't mobile optimized, you're in big trouble. Traffic on the mobile web is growing at 3.5% each month, and 35% of smartphone owners say that they're going to increase their usage of mobile internet going forward. Taken together, you can conclude that tomorrow is very likely to be more mobile than today. If you find your prospects waiting for the mobile trend to blow over, it might be time for them to just throw in the towel and embrace it. Dumb phones are out there, but they're no longer owned by a majority. Instead, most people who have a mobile device have a smartphone, which means that they have mobile internet access and are hungry for apps. 80% of Americans take their mobile device with them when they leave the house. In fact, 85% of Americans are never more than a few feet from their mobiles. If SMBs want to meet customers where they are, a mobile device is the surest channel available. 94% of smartphone owners are looking for local info on their mobile, and 70% of these searchers have connected with a local business right after a search. For a small business, this is a golden opportunity. Sadly, less than 5% of business websites are mobile optimized. If an SMB wants an easy way to pull ahead of the competition, mobile is it. And if they avoid it, always point out that visitors tend to leave sites that don't perform well on their mobile devices, and they don't return either. Hopefully this has provided some tips that will help you connect with small business customers, keep them happy, and increase your chances of creating long-standing relationships. Good luck and happy selling!